So hi, Amira. I'm Rhonda. And just wanted to talk to you about your memories of something really funny that happened to you as a mother.
We're celebrating Mother's Day this morning, and we're celebrating the first recorded conversation in our brand new listening lab at KUAF. Made possible through a grant from the Walmart Foundation's Creating Community in Northwest Arkansas through Bridging and Belonging initiatives, the listening lab is going to bring people together to solve the problem that communities in Northwest Arkansas are more desperate than similar. This week, Amira and Rhonda, two women who hadn't met each other before their conversation, discuss motherhood.
Hello, I'm Amira, and something funny that happened to me when it was actually when I was pregnant. I was a teen mom, and I was in, I would say, 8th grade when I was pregnant with my first daughter, and the school always made sure to make me feel included, and so everyone was riding bikes, and I just have this like really funny memory of me being pregnant, but also being included and riding a tricycle, and I just thought it was like very sweet of them to still include me, and I came home and I told my mom how much fun I had.
That's good. That's sweet.
How about you?
Well, having 3 boys, there was a lot of moments that probably weren't funny at the time, but then looking back at them, they were pretty funny. So one particular funny moment, I remember going to a museum, and we were looking at all the exhibits, and then I turned around and my little toddler had stuck his head through iron post on a railing. And so we couldn't get him out, and, was gathering a crowd watching the episode play out, and finally figured out that if we turned him sideways, his body was small enough to pull him through the iron rails.
Oh, my goodness.
So that was typical boy, activities. Just getting into messes all the time. Was there anything in particular that your parents did when you were a kid that you swore you would never do as a parent yourself?
Yes, I think it would be, there's a lot of things actually that sometimes we say, I'm never doing that.
Right.
But then you grow up to be a parent and you catch yourself doing the same things. Nothing bad, but I think just like my parents never pushed me to do sports.
Right.
And for my kids, I want to push them to their full potential. And that was my fault. That wasn't their fault. It was just, I was more of a, I didn't want to do it. And
right.
Yeah. But, and then there's also like those things like, when I grow up, I'm never going to make my kid clean like you did.
Right.
But yeah.
And then you see the need for that.
Yes, we need to teach them.
Right. So, I had great parents also, and everything that they did raising me, I felt like was good teaching skills and all. The only when I was thinking about this, the only thing that I can think of is they taught me to always clean my plate. And then I as an adult, I realized that, man, that's a problem because I overeat because don't want to leave anything left on the plate, and so that was one thing that maybe I didn't enforce. When you're full, it's fine to leave the food on the plate.
Yes.
So you have older children and your younger children. So how have your fears changed from when you were just a brand new mom to now?
I feel like as a mother, like in any stage, I feel like we always have fears. But particularly one is, one of my biggest fears was not being able to maybe make it in life. In that sense, I mean, like, as in, like, death happens,
right.
or my kid's not growing up without me. And that's one of my biggest fears, or in labor, like, just things can go left at any time.
Right.
That's just been one of my biggest fears ever. But how about you?
Well, being in, my children are all grown and, have their own children now. And I realized that as a young mom, you worry about, like what you said, making sure that you're always there for them, making sure they have plenty to eat, making sure, they don't get hurt. And then as as a mom of adult children, your fears change completely, because now you're worrying about, their struggles in life, their marriages and their children and the struggles that they are going through. And the fears never leave you as a mom. No matter how old you are, how old your children are, you still fear for them and you want the best for them. And, that just never leaves you as a mom.
No, I agree. It's never ending.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Thanks, mothers, for your never-ending work. Amira and Rhonda meeting for the first time in our listening lab earlier this week. We're going to share many more conversations from the Listening Lab as 2023 continues. That was our first. The visits are made possible through the Walmart Foundation's Creating Community in Northwest Arkansas through Bridging and Belonging initiatives. Our Listening Lab coordinator is Emerson Alexander.